This is NeoParadigm City's first podcast. We are going to stay informal, and we're going to be covering the fall 2013 anime that we are watching. Our reviews, our feelings on the series so far. And I am Clue, and we have Mr. Crucifix here.
Hello.
Say hello, Mr. Crucifix.
Hi.
And we also have Shifty Eyes, also Licendius on the forums.
Yep, that's me.
And we have Ruvio sitting in the corner doing his own thing, who is also Richard, our resident Japanese and editor. Anyways, so anime we're covering this season. I think I'm probably covering the most out of the two of you.
This whole list.
God.
But I've also dropped a few which we're going to talk about later and why. And I guess I'll be starting off with how we feel about this season so far. I think this isn't probably the best season of the year for anime, except for the Kill la Kill, which stands out. I guess everyone can agree with that.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing super amazing. Everything seems pretty normal. But that's perfectly okay, because not every season has to be like another Gurren Lagann or something like that.
Full Metal, actually.
Full Metal, yeah.
Yeah, we're all of us are watching Kill la Kill. And I don't know about Kyoso. Are we all watching? No, we're not all watching Kyoso.
No, it's just you and Chris.
And I'm like only one episode in, so.
It's okay. The Log Horizon, I'm only like an episode in.
I only got through half an episode of Log Horizon. Ugh.
Wow, is it really that?
It was pretty boring, but I mean, I was just like distracted, but at the same time, it was just kind of. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this or not, but.
Dude, I felt the same way. After the second episode, I was pretty turned off.
It was bad though. It took me 15 minutes to be like, man, this is nothing new, nothing interesting going on. I don't really like the characters.
I just looked at it and I was like, okay, so Sword Art Online, but not Sword Art Online. I'm not gonna watch it. Like,
yeah, less of a lonely douche. Kind of the same premise, since the main character is like a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Like, kind of does his own thing.
Just from those 15 minutes, I can tell, though, that it's a little more optimistic and happy-go-lucky, and not really depressing. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really know what's going on. It just kind of happens, and everyone's just going with the flow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's going to stand out this season for me, and I've only seen 2 episodes out of the 4, so I think I might have dropped it. I'll catch up on it later, though.
I'll probably finish it, just because it's, what is it, like 13, 12 episodes?
I think it's probably 12, yeah. Let me check.
This ain't no Sword Art Online.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to watch it, though. I don't think it would hurt me.
25 episodes? What the hell?
Oh, yeah, Sword Art Online.
It seems like it's one of those shows where there's nothing really bad about it, but there's nothing really amazing either, and it's just kind of cookie cutter.
Right.
And because there's been a lot of shows recently with that type of genre of like MMO, people playing the MMO in the anime, you know?
It's just kind of gotten... They've just recycled the same stuff. They haven't done anything new.
I can't help but to like compare it to Sword Art Online just because of that premise.
Right.
Yeah.
Dot hack. I mean, we should compare it to more like dot hack, but I guess it follows a plot more like Sword Art does, where it's real life. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we should diverge towards what we think is the anime that stands out the most to us this season.
Well, for me, I'm just gonna go with, like, besides Kill la Kill, I'm gonna go with Golden Time and Galadonna. Golden Time because me personally, I haven't seen any college anime before, so this one's nice. A little refreshing slice of life show, romance, drama, blah blah blah.
Not some whiny adolescent child.
Quick question: Is what's it called? Genshiken, is that a college? Is that a college anime?
Oh yeah, Genshiken is college anime, right? That's
Sort
Anime
of.
Club. My
Yeah.
bad.
What about Silver Spoon? That's high school though, right?
I haven't
That's
seen
high
that.
school.
That's vocational. I think.
Yeah, it's
no,
Tatami
he
Galaxy.
graduated from college, and he
Got
is
it.
doing.
I wouldn't call Tatami Galaxy a college anime though, because it is just kind of a trip fest. Whatever though. Anyways, Golden Time. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry to.
Yeah, I might have to agree with you on Golden Time that it's like kind of stands out because it's not just your typical high school kids show where all the protagonists are just like amazing at everything and they're in high school or middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then the other cool thing about it is just the way they kind of approach the whole point of college. They don't say it, but they kind of imply it through the events that have happened so far, which is kind of cool. Like, I think some people don't really realize it going through college until they either graduate or someone else tells them, and then they kind of reflect back on their years in college.
Yeah. Well, even the Cruise, even though you haven't seen a lot of shows this season, what stands out for you?
What stands out for me, probably just Kill la Kill. Like that's something that I'm hooked on, I guess you could say. But then another show that I'm watching, I guess that I started, like I just finished it. I really enjoy Samurai Flamenco. I mean, I could talk about it a bit later, but I don't know something about Samurai Flamenco. It's a little more like it's about this guy and it has a story, but about how he just wants to be some sort of Power Ranger. But I feel like it's a more enjoyable series, like the one that I can really stick with and have no problems with throughout the season.
He wants to be a Power Ranger?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kamen Rider.
Yeah, a writer.
Okay, so it's like a bounty hunter kind of thing, or what?
Well, that's the thing.
It's more like vigilante justice, right?
Yeah, I would compare it most to anything. I'd probably compare it to Kick-Ass, but it's not Kick-Ass at all. It's like same type of premise, and he starts out fighting like nobody important. He's just all about like, oh, you're smoking in a non-smoking section. Get out, he like shows up in his costume and he's telling you, not to smoke here. Like for real. That's pretty hilarious. This dude is like weak as hell. He's just a huge fan of writer shows and like the Super Sentai stuff. But it's just like the interactions he has with the other characters is just really classy, and it's kind of, I don't know, just leaves me happy-go-lucky and just makes me feel like it's kind of realistic in a way to me.
Sweet.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, where the conversations are just kind of interesting, but yeah.
Well, when it comes for my shows, I think the shows that stand out the most for me, and aside from Kill la Kill, which is an obvious because of Trigger, I have to go with Nagi no Asukara, which is I've been hyping for like no reason.
Yeah, shut up.
Hyping, yeah. And let's see, out of my list, Pokemon Origins, I wouldn't count that in there because it's just an OVA, but that's pretty hype. And then Kyoso Giga, Nagi and Kyoso Giga really stand out for me. Obvious reasons for Golden Time, because it's just refreshing that it's not a show surrounding kids as the main protagonist. But yeah. Nagi no Asukara is about just middle school kids, but it's like, I don't know, refreshing. I have to talk about that in a bit, since I did write a post about it. But Kyoso Giga, really fun. Really fun. Fast paced, fun to watch.
Can I bring up that question I was going to ask you earlier about it?
Yeah.
So Kyoso Giga, the main character, the monk dude, and then there's that other monk. Is the current monk who talks to Koto, the girl with the hammer and whatnot, is that the son?
Yeah, that's the son. You can tell by their eye color.
Okay, that's what I was about to say, because when I looked away for a second, and then it cuts to the future, like the present, and like from episode 1, and I was like, is this the same guy? No, okay. So they're all kind of grown up and they're stuck in this world that he created, waiting for them to come back.
I had to go back and look at that also. Like, I had to rewind, because I got confused when he started talking to Koto. His eyes were blue. I was like, no, wait, that's not right. So I went back to the first priest, the dad. His eyes were red, and he's the one that marries the rabbit girl, also named Koto.
That first episode, like I had seen the show a year, maybe more than a year ago, when the short web OVA came out, which was the episode that they aired. They pre-aired before anything, which was really confusing. But that first episode I just watched was just like, oh my god, like I'm hooked. Like the story is actually really interesting. I don't know. It was weird. It's just weird how, like, there's so many characters, and you kind of, like, the next episode that I haven't watched, episode 2, is supposed to be, like, the backstory of Koto, the girl who falls from our world, I presume.
So far, from what I've noticed, that pilot episode, the first episode that came out a year ago, it has no impact on the story so far. Pretty much every episode that comes out after that one, it converges with that pilot episode.
Okay.
So, like, you'll see, like, every episode has its own little, like, storyline, has its own premise of the story. And then it'll revert back to the time period when it comes to that point in the pilot. Because that pilot episode is just, like, a bunch of time, it jumps around the timeline, pretty much.
That pilot episode was what initially got me to watch it, though. Not just because of the story, but this show is, like, really nice looking. Like, it's beautiful.
Characters are really nice, like really just smooth.
Yeah, they're just animated. They're really somewhat cartoony, but also, you know, when he's talking to his girlfriend in that first episode, it was kind of like, I don't know, like a little, just felt normal. It didn't feel like cartoony.
And speaking of that, the girlfriend, I think that she's going to be a significant character in another episode. Since like every episode has its own little part of the story that's telling. I guess you'll see later on with the next 2 episodes that you're gonna watch. They're different. Like each episode has its own pace, but it's still it's done so well. All right. Well, while we're still sticking to a formal format, how about series that we didn't like that we don't like as much? That was too, like, a series that was hyped but we just didn't catch on with.
I don't know.
For example, Copelion.
Okay, yeah.
Copelion for me sounds interesting. The synopsis that you read off of AniChart was actually like compelling. You know, it was like one of the first anime that I was reading that stood out for the season.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a bore.
Like when I heard it was going to be done by who does it?
GoHands.
Sorry, I almost said White Fox. Mixing them because they don't do many shows. But anyways, GoHands, their shows, like I knew the way they looked and I knew how they're portrayed. K was all right. What was that other one?
I honestly don't know about K. Like, it was so mysterious up until the last 5 episodes or something.
I never watched K. This was the first time seeing anything by GoHands.
K was like, it kind of pulls you in and it just keeps you guessing for a long time. And
that's
true.
At
the end of the show, not to spoil anything, but it just kind of ended really flat. Like it just kept getting up, and then it just kind of went nowhere. Like it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a few shows like that. Nothing that pops in mind though. Like shows where it's like really hype and then suddenly just like, bleh. It's not fun anymore. I guess that I'm hoping that Copelion picks it up because it's one of my shows I'm reviewing.
Well, the PV, the trailers for everything, like they showed those other girls that apparently had other superpowers. So I'm wondering when all that happens, because that's probably going to be when the real action of the show starts.
Yeah, but it just looks like that typical Full Metal Alchemist intro where everyone's fighting and there's like
that's true.
Like fictitious battle scenes. That's what it looks like, and so far there's none of that.
It's just
There's no explosions, there's no fucking like jumping off of buildings and, you know, blowing up walls and shit. None of that. It's just 3 girls walking around a radioactive town talking to people. So far in the show, it's not standing out very well.
Yeah.
Can I talk about the art style of Copelion real quick?
Yes, please.
Like it's not just the color filters. We'll talk about it in a bit, but it looks kind of like it's really bold, like thick.
Yeah, their outlines whenever they zoom in on them or when they're really close is just like thick. thick.
Yeah, and there's like constant. I think there's constant 3D use, right?
CG or
CG, yeah.
Yeah, there's
some
CG use, I think.
It's not very it's not very often. Like a lot of those frames are always still.
Okay.
I think they might have used CG in like one of the recent episodes.
I just remember seeing the PV, and like from the PV, like majority of that trailer was just all like the mechs and the robots were all 3D. Like it was.
There were mechs and robots.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think there were.
Later in the show, maybe, but it's just like right now, maybe not. But when I saw that, I was just kind of turned off a bit, and it also looked really fuzzy. Like.
Yeah, the show is. That overlay really kills the quality.
Does it try to do this focus thing where it like fades in and out? I remember seeing a bit of the first episode, and
not often. I think that was just part of the first episode to give it that look.
Yeah, it's so weird though. Like
the scenery. They do the scenery so well, but it's always ruined by that damn tint.
Yeah, it does not need. It's so not necessary to have it in there, but they put it in anyways, and it's like every single thing they've done. It with Marduk Scramble, it was just like all green, and like the filter was so hard, and then in like K was like super blue and
blue and red.
Yeah, and then Capellion looks kind of like all over the place though. Like it's just
You get blue, you get green, you get white, everything.
When they're outside, it's like blue and green, and then suddenly they go outside, it's like yellow and green, or yellow and blue. It just makes no sense, because sometimes it changes the scene where they're still outside, but the tint color is different. I don't find it attractive or appealing in any way. It's not fun to watch.
How about, this is like a random thing to bring up, but how about the music? Is it anything stand out?
No, not at all.
I don't know who did the music for this show, but like I remember K had some good music. Just dwelling on that, because I really like K's soundtrack, and I don't know if Gohan's is well known enough to really get good people working on their stuff, but K had a huge soundtrack collection. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have to look at that.
I guess moving on from Capellion, because we're just hoping for more on that one.
Yeah, what about you, Shifty?
Me? What are we doing again?
What's a show that, you got hyped up a bit, but you didn't like you just don't enjoy? You started watching?
Everything that I'm watching, nothing, I guess Galadonna. Like, I felt it wouldn't be,
Wait, you said that you said it was a standout show for you.
It's a standout show, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I'm conflicting. I'm a conflicting person.
How about Diabolic Lovers?
That's what I was gonna say.
Dude, I wasn't, oh my god, really? Why?
Yes,
Why?
really.
I was not even hyping it up. I was not hyping it up at all. I knew it was gonna be bad.
You're still watching.
Because I'm doing episode reviews. I'm actually hoping it's gonna get a little better. I feel like it might get better. But I just feel they're gonna pull a Vampire Knight like people have been saying, which is gonna make me sad. Like, I don't want to see a Vampire Knight thing. It's dumb.
The show looks so silly.
Too many vampire shows coming out lately. Even Strike the Blood.
Yeah,
you can talk about that.
I don't really care for that show.
What is Strike the Blood, anyways? I don't even know. What
it's not even it's not even a vampire show. It's like so dumb.
Okay, mix Yozakura Quartet. Mix that, except vampires.
Okay.
So there's demons, there's espers, there's like vampires, and they all live together.
But it's just that main kid that's a vampire. Everybody else is something else, right?
Yeah. No. He's like a special vampire, a progenitor.
What the heck?
And like a legendary.
Oh my god.
A legendary vampire.
Okay, we can stop. We can stop.
See?
This show's trash.
I'm just looking at you telling me this. I'm like, I can't match it up with these characters. He is a legendary vampire.
But like they live on an island where they live with like people that can cast magic, people that like are demon hunters, and then they have vampires. And vampires live in unison with everyone else. There's also humans, because the main character started out as a human. And
so they're trying to do this huge like melting pot show, pulling things from other shows.
Like I said, like Yozakura. Like, pretty much the same premise. Like, it's a city where there's a bunch of demons and they all live together. Yokai.
Yeah, Kyokai.
Yokai. Just yokai.
Yokai. No,
Kyokai too.
Kyokai is the same thing, though. Like they have
Oh my
Yomus, and it's freaking yeah.
The yokai like
Like we didn't even
Hanyo's
talk about that.
fucking Inuyasha bullshit.
Oh my god! Don't even.
It's a train wreck. It's interesting. I'm still watching it, but it's a train wreck.
Let's
Yeah,
strike
I'm
the
not gonna
blood?
watch it.
Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's like it's got so much cliche and so much shoujo. It's
What?
a train wreck.
Girl, I don't know. I'm watching
Yep,
like
but it's
two
labeled as-
shows anyway.
It's labeled like ecchi fantasy shonen.
Yeah.
It's weird. Really,
Yeah.
it just tugs on my strings in the wrong ways. Yeah. Anyways,
My
I'm
turn?
gonna.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
go for it. Go for it.
I'm thinking of show. Shit, where is it? I had it up.
What, Kuroko, wasn't it?
I think it's Kuroko. I guess I could put Kuroko because I'm not watching that much this season. But, I mean, I guess you could put Log Horizon too, but I only watched 15 minutes of that. But, like, Kuroko, I don't know if it's just this thing where I really enjoyed the first season, but then it's just gotten this whole second season just gotten out of hand. Like, they're kind of adapting to just how everyone's fucking amazing at basketball. I just don't get it. Like,
Yeah, they're just
Dragon
kind
Ball.
of making stuff up as
Yeah.
they go along now.
they introduced something in this recent episode where it was just like, I don't follow the manga, but then this was just ridiculous. It was just like, yes, there's Generation Miracles. I talked about this earlier. There's Generation Miracles from this year, but years before, if they were born another year, they would have been able to beat them. They are called the Uncrowned Kings. And I was like, wow, this is really
What
good.
the heck?
It's like they're in the Cell Saga.
Yeah, like
Oh my
it's,
god.
I don't know, like I can say this is enjoyable, but then looking at a perspective, like I'm just like, wow, this is kind of dumb. Like this is basketball of all things.
It's Dragon Ball Z with basketball on the
Yeah.
basketball court. I don't see the appeal of that.
Mm.
You know, speaking of which, that's exactly what I thought Free was going to turn into. So I might go back and watch Free because it's not like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
Free
said it
wasn't.
was.
I mean, the end was kind of cheesy, but it was still sort of feel good. Like, Free's okay. It's not amazing by far, but it's
Just
fun.
sports anime in general. I fucking
Yeah,
hate them.
but the thing about these sports animes, they have like this incredible like, oh, I've got this new skill, right? And one of these episodes, like these 3 episodes, they've hyped up this new skill that Kuroko gets, and it's like this
What?
unstoppable drive. But the thing is, this unstoppable drive, but they never show what he actually does. They're just like, it happened with 2 people. Like, here, I'm gonna show you this new skill. They're like, okay, come at me, bro. Like, just I'll be in defensive stance. So he rushes towards them, and then it's just showing their face. They're like, "Oh, this is an unstoppable drive. No one will be able to get past this." Like if he like that's literally both characters' reactions. Like the girl, his girlfriend, and then the red-haired dude, Taiga. Like they're just like, I can't do this, man. He's too good." Of course, he drops the ball, like because he just can't handle the ball correctly.
It's so dumb.
It's
I watched-
I don't know. Kuroko's entertaining because to me, it's entertaining because they have these Dragon Ball moments, but then they're willing to just joke about it, like afterwards, not really take themselves too seriously.
I guess that's a good thing. They're not
Yeah.
taking themselves super serious, which
But
would
there's-
make it worse, right?
Yeah, but my gripe with the show right now is that there's too many things to keep up with. Like there's too many teams, there's too many people. They're already introduced in this last episode that the Uncrowned Kings, and then that team with all these different colored-haired people. And when there's a colored-haired person in Kuroko's No Basketball, they're gonna have a some sort of significance. They have some sort of skill. It's retarded. It's really dumb. Like, this is a stupid thing, but how can you not see Kuroko when he has this bright blue hair? How does no one not notice him?
And you know how big a basketball court is. They're pretty fucking small.
Yeah.
Like we're not talking about like obstacle courses in the middle of the court, and we're not talking about like a football field or a soccer field. Like there's no way that you can miss this guy. Makes no sense to me. And then why are like all the amazing players like spread out on like separate teams? Why don't they just make why don't they just have one all-star team?
They just went to different schools. That was the thing. They lived different places. I don't know though. Like,
Coincidentally, they all split up into different schools. It's just too convenient to take seriously. That's my gripe with sports shows.
But then you gotta bring into the fact that it's just another shonen sport anime. I mean, you can't fight what's gonna happen. I mean, there's some unpredictable points, but I mean, like, generally you know how things are going to go down. Like, the format of these type of shows, they're just like underdog versus everybody else.
I feel like if we try to make our own parody show about stuff like that, we'd just kill it. Like, kill it in a good way.
I was going to do that. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Put that on a notepad.
Okay. Anyways,
right.
What's next?
I'd like to talk about shows I dropped and why. Okay. I don't know if you guys dropped any shows, but I definitely dropped 3 shows. One being Miss Monochrome, because I just didn't want to watch. I didn't want to bother since it was like a short show. Didn't really appeal the first episode. And then there's Yushibu, the fucking Mao-sama, rehash. Where it's it
has a lot of tits in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot of it's about like these heroes who finally end up defeating Satan.
That stupid show.
I keep seeing gifs of it, and I never knew what it was. But...
So like they defeat Satan, and the main character and a lot of other heroes end up having to go to like normal life structure where they have to get a job and stuff. But it's like a fantasy world that takes place in modern day. So like they have like TVs and washing machines and all the other normal shit, except everything's powered by magic. They don't explain why, it's just everything's powered by magic. And fucking everyone is hot as shit. Like all the girls have like bouncy boobies, they're wearing short shorts and really short dresses. He gets introduced to Satan's daughter. I don't know why. She just kind of happens to apply to his store and happens to be Satan's daughter and happens to be hot as shit and happens to be completely retarded. So I dropped that.
It looks real, like from the GIFs I've seen though, it looks pretty well animated and really nice looking though. Like, stupid.
Just those parts.
Yeah.
The first episode had like 5 minutes of a fighting scene and it was awful.
Really?
Just like overly animated like effects and then just like the characters standing around and Buju.
I just gotta pour that budget into fan service. It's all good.
Coffee.
Yep.
Tits.
And you guys haven't watched it, so I mean, I'll just move on to Infinite Stratos 2, which I
don't even know why you watched this. I don't even know why you picked up the second season. You hate honestly, I didn't think you hated the first season.
I didn't hate the first season. I just
don't
watched
even know how
it.
you watched the first season. Like, I watched a couple episodes when Muko was streaming, and I was like, "What the hell is this crap?"
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
Off. Like, I don't understand. All these harem shows are so stupid.
It is like the most blatant harem of like the year 2000. The most fucking blatant one. It's just a dude. A dude is somehow is the only guy that can pilot a female-driven robot. So they send him to an all-girls school to pilot this shit, and
his
everyone
sister's like a
falls in
legend,
love
right?
with him.
Yeah.
Everyone falls in love with him. It makes no sense because the dude's a complete moron. Like he's not completely oblivious to the way the girls feel, but he's always caught in situations where he gets punished for it. Like, that as soon as he starts talking to a girl or a girl starts talking to him, someone else is going to show up and punish him for it. It's just over and over and over again, every single episode.
So you'd say that carries over in the second season too?
I'm talking about the second season. I don't really remember the first season. I actually finished the first season, and I kind of enjoyed it because he actually loves one of the girls. But in this one, you only see her like once in the first 2 episodes I watched. And it's like revolves around his little princess girl with the eye patch. I don't even know who the fuck she is. Yeah, but needless to say, I hate it. And I don't know why I'm watching it, and I'd quit it. Just blatant. Yeah.
That's a shame. But do you remember, like, I remember a past podcast I had, I told you guys about how we had, some dude was a huge fan of that show in my anime club.
The first season?
Yeah, and what happened was he wanted to watch it, and nobody really wanted to watch it at all. Like, he was just this ultra, like, I don't want to be mean, but he's really weeboo-ish. Like, he was really hardcore weeboo, and he's just like, man, I gotta watch this. And, of course, if you bring a DVD, we have to watch the dub. So he brought this, like, bootleg Infinite Stratos DVD that had the dub on it, But the dub was so cringe. Oh my god, it was so bad.
Like, it was the legal, legitimate English dub?
Yeah, but it was on a bootleg DVD. Like, it was weird. Like, you know how you can actually get that from China and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was put on the DVD, but we watched it in this anime club and nobody was talking during the entire thing. Like, we started making fun of a bit of the... Like, those girls are from different countries, right? And there was, like, a British girl.
Is there?
Yeah, and shame on you, Funimation. They like, of course you can't tell, because she's just supposed to be somewhat, guess you could say, fancy pantsy, or, you know, just kind of rich. So, like, an Ojo-sama, you know, and, like, the Japanese dub, they would have probably made her voice like that. But then in this one, she just has this horrible British accent, and Funimation did the dub for this, I think, or it was either Sentai, but I don't know, whoever did it, it was just, like, so bad. Everyone sounds older than they actually are.
That's the thing about English dubs, though.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, you can't really... they just don't fit well with these type of shows, with harems and stuff, in high school shows.
Yeah.
Especially harem. Oh, man. Blatant harems just kill me.
Anyways, Infinite Stratos. What other shows did you drop?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I stopped watching, I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of Log Horizon. And, I only watched, like, a part of White Album, which I'm probably gonna finish later. The show that surprised me the most this season is Outbreak Company.
Is it really that good?
Really?
Outbreak Company surprised me the most. Because the description for it is pretty dumb. And, like, the premise of the show is pretty stupid. You know, you find, like, the perfect otaku and turn him into, like, an ambassador. And, like, everything just kind of goes his way. It's, I don't know. It's all about that haremish, like, he gets a really hot half-elf maid, and then the little lolly queen falls in love with him, just kind of conveniently. It's interesting just because it's like, yeah, he goes to an alternate world, and they praised him for being different. And I don't know, like, Moogle was saying that he felt like it related him because it was like the guy wasn't afraid to share his haremness, or not his haremness, his otaku-ness. And that's what made me cringe, because he's not doing it because he got abducted pretty much. He was forced to become this ambassador and share the otaku way because it seemed like the one thing that appealed to the other world. But otherwise, I mean, it just stands out because it's actually pretty enjoyable because it's funny.
Oh, okay. I mean, I watched 1 episode and I wasn't really feeling it. I really like the premise though, because it's kind of, it's not really an original. I mean, like, you'd think, oh, someone's just thrown into this world. No, this is just kind of business, you know? They're just doing this because they have to. They want to, you know, interact with this world and just make money. They're trying to monetize that, the other realm, which is pretty funny. And it's just funny seeing, like, our, like, technology and whatnot just interact with these people who are from another world. It was interesting, but then just the whole, his character, I hate that character. I really can't.
Yes. His character, he's totally retarded. Like, you saw the end of I think it was the first episode where he, like, meets the queen. Yeah, that was dumb. Unnecessary.
I was just like, I don't know if I'll watch it because I had it on, like, what I was going to watch this season. I like the art style. I don't know, it's the show.
Their eyes.
Yeah, man.
Their eyes. No, I hate their eyes.
Ooh, they're so angled. Ooh. They're just, oof.
Cause it's like their eyelashes are cut into 2.
Yeah.
Like, stripped down the middle, and it's like 2 parts. I don't understand what the artist was thinking. I don't know. Maybe look at her in a manga than it did in a actual anime.
I'm a full
I don't find it necessary that they have to add, like, challenging people's morals and ethics, like how the queen or the princess or whatever the fuck she is, she talks down to the elf girl, Muzel. But the main guy, I keep on forgetting these people's names. The main guy was like defending her, and like it taught the girl, it taught the princess to like treat people equally and all this other stuff. I don't know.
Before we move, you want to move on from that?
Yeah, I want to move away from that.
Well, I'm gonna flip a DS cartridge because I can't find a coin to see if I'm gonna watch this show or not because I really don't care. But I mean, so heads will be the cover and the back will be the tail. Tails, I'm not watching it. So.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm watching it. Oh no.
Oh yay!
No, I really need to watch something. So I just like, and that was something on my list, and I wasn't sure if I just drop it or watch it or not. But I guess I'll watch it.
Well, I haven't dropped anything this season.
Yeah, good. I mean, that's not good, but I mean, at least you're sticking to it.
I don't know if I want to keep watching Ichiban Tsuyoku ni Naritai, because it's so...
I don't even know what that is.
It's just... boobs wrestling.
Oh, that show!
And, I know that show! Yeah. I think Outsandy's like the only other person we know watching that show.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, Outsandy told me about that show.
Only the black people are watching this show. I wonder why.
Oh yeah, by the way, for people that don't know, Shifty's black.
Oh, no, not even
black.
Surprise. I'm white. You see my skin? I'm white as snow. Shoot.
The anime community is just like flipping tables and shit right now. He's black. Fuck this. GG. I'm not watching anime anymore.
Black people watch the no. Okay.
Non-Diori.
Stop with your freaking lolly shows, dude.
Non-Diori.
What the heck?
The fifth grader in that show is unreal.
Yo.
She is unreal. She is hot as shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's gross.
Yeah, unreal. She is not a fifth grader. The fucking teacher is smaller than she is. It's unreal. It's not even like a fucking, one of those kind of booby jiggling shows. It's just really cute. It's like Minamike meets like, what's that everyday show?
Which one? There's a lot of them.
The show that's translated into everyday.
Oh, Nichijou?
Yeah, there you go. It's like Nichijou.
No.
It's just really basic. Great, they go, okay, more like,
Little Busters.
Azumanga
Daioh, yeah.
There you go. Try
I
that.
haven't watched that.
So it's like everyday life, just, people in the country. It's really cute. That's why I really enjoy it. It's slow paced. The humor is actually pretty funny. Like, it takes time to build up the humor, and it just plays off really well. So it's not overly done. It's definitely not like a Love Lab, where Love Lab is funny like all the time. But yeah, I think that's pretty fun. Pretty fun show. I think everyone should watch that one. Give it a shot. And we should move on to the hype of the season.
Well, the hype. Kill la Kill. Everyone's busting their balls over that show.
And Kyokai no Kanata, which...
KyoAni.
Yeah, KyoAni. Kind of a buzzkill of KyoAni, but it's still super hyped this season.
It's okay. It's just... cute girl in glasses. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck her. It's all about Mitsuki. Mitsuki's just... she's so good.
Okay, so Kill la Kill. We all been talking about it. We fucking loved every episode of Kill la Kill.
It's just so good.
It's just a show where I can enjoy it as many times as I watch it. I literally every time I download or don't say download. I watch that episode. I watch it like 2 or 3 times whenever I get it. Like, I have to watch it again and again and again. Because there's so many things you like miss, like not really miss, but you just catch on, and it's just so entertaining.
Yeah.
And like writing the reviews for it, I have to watch every episode twice, and it's fun. It's really fun watching just every episode twice because you just kind of miss things the first time around because it's so fast paced. And we didn't even catch the Pulp Fiction cameo in there.
Freaking blew my mind.
There's like all the characters from Pulp Fiction in there.
Yeah.
Except for
What's his face?
The big black dude. What's his name?
Yeah, Wallace? Marcellus
Wallace, yeah, he's not in there. They already had Samuel Jackson, they didn't need anybody else.
Yeah.
But that was perfect. Like,
then they had the Hulk and Iron Man.
Yeah.
Who else?
The Hulk, Iron Man, and Sentinel.
Sentinel, yeah. Sentinel.
There's probably more, but he can't catch everything in those scenes.
Where was that? I didn't see that. What episode is
that?
that?
Was
first
like,
episode.
Was it first episode? No, it wasn't.
I think it was the first episode. Yeah, I have a picture
like
of it.
second episode or something. I don't remember.
There's a kid in the classroom. Yeah, I think it's second episode.
He was just like sitting in the back, and he just had he was just playing with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But damn, everything about that show. I mean, imagine if they put more budget into like animation and art style. Like take Gurren Lagann's budget in animation art style. Well, I mean, obviously it was Gainax. They had a huge budget. But add the music, the premise, and all that other stuff. I mean, damn, it probably can't even match up to Gurren Lagann's hype.
Even with the budget, though, like, even without the budget, they do such a good job animating. Like, they don't need anything super special.
Yeah.
It's kind of its own thing, I feel like. It just seems so different from what I'm used to watching nowadays. And it has that same Gainax feeling where Gainax put out a show, and you're like, man, this is hype because it's Gainax, and it's just, they put effort into their animation and like
they really make
the show.
They really make good shows.
Mm-hmm. But now it's just, they put out C3 Boo, and they helped make that one show. What was it called?
Is that Stella something show? Or
no, that's the C3. That's C3 Boo. But the other one, I can't. Medeka Box. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah, they helped do that, and I don't know. It looks like they're working. Mainly, they just kind of put everything into Evangelion, but that's pretty much done with. Like, they're done with that. So then, I guess Trigger is the new Gainax. I guess you could say.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people from Gainax like literally are working with Trigger right now.
Yeah.
But everything that show has shown so far is just so promising. Every episode, fun, fast-paced, funny.
Voice acting,
all the characters.
Oh.
Yeah, the music is pretty damn good.
Because this is by the guy who did the Attack on Titan, a lot of other things. He did Guilty Crown too, I think. And
just amazing.
Wow.
I love that guy. I just want to be him. But I don't know if we can cover much on that show because it's like only 4 episodes out. The 4th episode, we all know, is like filler.
Best filler ever. Oh my god.
Everyone knew it was filler too. It was like watching an episode of like, I don't know, Powerpuff Girls.
It's still like
Powerpuff
thoroughly
Girls?
enjoyable though.
Very enjoyable. Yeah, it was like watching Panty and Stocking, just a lot less lewd.
Ryuko is so fucking cute. Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, Mako's pretty amazing.
I don't care about Mako.
She always has that genius
her
epiphany.
Her little dialogue epiphany. It's like still images, and she's like, oh man. It's so well done.
Even
props.
Go ahead.
Just props to them for like having everything work so transition so smoothly.
Yeah. Do you think the show's gonna? I think I talked to you guys about this before, but do you think it's just gonna be pretty basic, like with how the format is, like just gonna climb her way to the top, and then it's gonna be it for the 26 episodes of it?
It seems like it. They might throw something in there.
I actually doubt it. I expect them to actually throw a huge twist at us.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pulling that Gurren Lagann style, like.
Yeah. Because I mean, they did the same thing, right? They fought the 4 generals and worked their way up to Tengen Toppa and beat what's his face, Lord Genome. And that was only 13 episodes. So you're like, okay, there's 13 more episodes. What's gonna happen next? And then, bam.
Yeah, when you think about how Gainax back in Gurren Lagann, we didn't expect Kamina to just die.
Yeah.
Like it blew us away because it's so unexpected. I mean, I'm expecting something that epic to happen in this show too. Like mass proportion, just they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna surprise us. They're gonna throw us off pace and just kind of blow our minds.
Yeah, but then it still has that kind of like just very smooth. It's silly, you know, all the time. I would say.
Yeah.
So you don't know. It feels very Penny and Stocking, where I mean, Penny and Stocking had one twist, but that's it.
But it was never like emotional. That's what you're talking about. Aside from that, oof. Yeah. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
No,
it's 2 days from now. Oh, yeah, 2 days from now.
Tomorrow's Capellion and Chunibyo 3.
Chunibyo 3.
I'm gonna keep calling it Chunibyo because we all agree that's pretty much what Chunibyo would have been.
Yep. Just imagine if Chunibyo was in Rika's memory, or like in her head. This is what it is. But moving on, yeah. Kyokai.
I don't know. It's cute. It's KyoAni. I got fluffy characters. That's pretty much it.
Look at them eyes too.
Those eyes. The last episode that came out was kind of a twist.
A little bit, yeah.
It really jerked my heart around when they brought up that last line, like the way it closed.
Oh, the very ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
I'm not trying to add any spoilers, but it's like, do I look different to you?
Oh, that part.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that's true.
That really tugged at me. I was like, wow, that was actually a really good progression in the story. But like, the second and third episodes kind of weren't really flattering at all.
But I guess they were just building up to this, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they were like emphasizing how cute.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How cute everyone was. How cute everyone is. Yeah, they are, but I don't want to watch a show that's gonna be just cute all the time. Like, Chunibyo played it did really well with like the whole like family issues, and
yeah,
they kind of threw it at you slowly. That's why I think that was such a good show. But I guess that would cover this season.
I'm still gonna do that. Still gonna do that write up with you or whatever about Kyokai because I'm gonna watch it. I just don't know when.
Yeah,
probably tonight. I got time, so.
The OP is so good. OP and ending for Kyokai are really good.
I don't want to end real quick, but I want to ask Shifty two things. His opinion on two shows, real quick, because it's on your list here. It's Megane Buu and Yowamushi Pedal.
Okay, Megane Buu is just really silly, really cheesy. Group of kids with glasses doing random stuff, trying to make X-ray glasses. That's pretty much it. Then Yowamushi Pedal. It's kind of what Clue has gripes about with sports shows. Like, these guys are taking cycling super serious. And it's really, like, it's awkward to watch sometimes when they're cycling and they're talking about, oh, he's doing this, this guy's amazing, he can't be doing this with kind of bike.
Watch your breathing, stop talking.
Oh my god, what, I can't help it.
No, I was talking about in the show, like they're talking, so watch your breathing, just fucking bike.
Well, I like thinking about it. I'm pretty sure it's like slow motion, and it's like, oh my god, he's doing the twisted ankle technique. and then something happens and like boosts like 5 miles per hour faster.
Yeah, like, pretty much. Like, it's freaking.
And they're like,
I mean, some stuff they do talk about is, I guess, true. Like the physics of riding a bike, which is interesting to know. But when they get super serious about it, it's just like, I'm just waiting for it to be over. So I'm just kind of like looking around, waiting for the scene to finish. I'm still gonna watch it, I guess, but
I don't think there's much insane technique to riding bikes, and like it's just endurance. That's all it is, right? Just endurance.
Yeah,
it depends on the terrain, I guess. Like if you're doing uphill or straightaway or flat, rather.
What do you think?
Like
the thing about like biking is it's like cross country. You don't think about others around you. You just run as fast as you fucking can.
Yeah. So I don't know why it's like I don't know.
Like 90% of the race, if you're really good, you're usually by yourself. Either one person's like really far ahead of you, or everyone else is like really far behind you. I don't understand how that can be a good show, but I mean, I could be proven wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How about shows that haven't shown yet? We hit a lot. Most of the shows haven't shown
yet.
Yeah.
So we're all wondering about Pupa.
Movies, OVAs.
Pupa. Man.
Pupa.
I'm gonna call it
Pupa.
Pupa. I have to call it Pupa because it's
Pupa. Alright, so we're on that Shinibio movie. Waiting on Ghost in the Shell.
Madoka Magica.
Ghost in the Shell aired already.
Magurka. Wait, Ghost in the Shell already aired?
Yeah, Arias aired like one episode. It's on YouTube, but
the first episode. The second episode's supposed to air this season.
I'm not too interested in it. I don't know. I mean, being a diehard Ghost in the Shell fan, it's just like it's another take on it, and it's just kind of boring to me. I just can't.
It's just before she joins Section 9, man.
Man, I don't know.
I haven't even seen the first. I haven't even seen the standalone complex.
Season. Yeah, you need to get on that.
Yeah, we need to get Rafa and do Sync 2 again, because
Speaking of Rafa, we host the RafaCon.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
RafaCon 2015?
2015.
2014,
2014, what happened?
It's already over.
What? It's not a video game, it's a goddamn convention. You don't skip a year.
No, it's already done, dude.
It's 20...
It's like FIFA 14.
You just skip a year?
You just skip a year?
God.
You gotta wait till next year. Sorry, guys.
Alright, but yeah, Magurka.
And Maguka movies.
Don't even know if I'm watching.
I want to see the third one. If the first two are just like complete recap, then I just want to watch the third one. But Code Geass, yeah, that's something I've been waiting for. It's been like 3 years since the first one came out.
It's only been like a year since
I don't know. I'm crazy.
From what I heard, it just seemed kind of like it's not related to any bit of Code Geass, like.
Not really, but I mean, it's all before those events.
Yeah,
but
set in the same world, right?
I went on Google and read about it. Someone said that he gets involved with Lelouch later on.
What? No. So is this what they were hinting at the end of Code Geass then? What we were talking about?
Yeah, this is canon, dude. This is pretty much canon.
Oh,
I'm slightly disappointed.
I'm disappointed that I just realized I don't have that series on my hard drive anymore because the hard drive's gone.
No, but you weren't gonna finish it because you didn't like it. Oh yeah.
Does it have? Have you seen the first episode of this OVA series though?
Me?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Does it have the same type of plot twist and like?
Plot twists? What do you mean? Just like
you mean Code Geass?
The whole
is it Code Geass?
The whole chess game thing.
Yeah.
That Lucia did? Nah, no chess game here.
Oh, it's
just. If anything, I'll just say this guy is like Suzaku. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
No conflicting characters or like emotions bringing up that they're hiding secrets that they don't want to tell anybody.
Nothing yet, I think.
Okay. It might be because it's just kind of a turn-off because Code Geass was super like I don't know, man. To me,
they just tried too hard with plot twists.
Ooh, it hurt.
Yo,
it hurt.
Me and Shifty were roommates when we were watching Code Geass.
I was
enjoyed
hyped on that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have enjoyed it too, but I mean, I'm just sitting here by myself, like sitting below on all this hype.
You gotta hang out with us and just get hyped watching Code Geass.
I can get hype watching it. I just don't see the point in watching any more of it because I already know what's going to happen. I've been spoiled for it. I don't like
people spoiled you. Then
it was episode 20. I tell everybody it's episode 22, the first season. And I was just like, this is the dumbest show. Like this is so dumb. Like why? Like I got frustrated, but at the same time I was like, I don't really care anymore.
All right, everyone, get your pitchforks out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. But
I'm kidding.
You can't just kill everybody and like make a joke and then suddenly it's true. Suddenly that's what he wanted you to do and be like, oh no!
I mean, that was... I don't know, I thought that was like, oh my god, that hurt me inside. I was just like, no, I had that reaction like that all those black people had when they were watching Shingeki. They're like, "No, Aaron, get out of there! Armin, grab him!"
Yeah, we pretty hyped about it. Okay, if you hate Code Geass, that means you must have really hated Death Note.
I like Death Note.
What?
Yeah, fuck you, man.
But I watched the show when it aired, okay? I watched it when I was a kid. Like, I was just back then. If I watched it again, I'd probably have a different opinion on it. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the ending of Death Note. It was ridiculous.
Well, you know what?
I read the ending first before I watched it, so it was like, eh.
You want to know what show I think is total shit?
What?
Magi.
I can't say, because...
fucking hate Magi. Hate Magi so much.
Richard.
I hate Magi. It's so dumb.
Richard's eating that salt right there. He's a salt donut. It's not sugar on that donut, it's salt.
Dang.
Oh.
Shit, dude. I hate that show.
It's so... I liked it. I mean, maybe it's just because I ride on the opening theme way too much because it's too hype.
It's so fucking shoujo for Arabian
are you mixing
story.
Up shoujo and shonen again?
Shonen, whatever.
Oh
Shoujo,
my
shonen, the
God.
same shit.
The
Shoujo's
whole
girls.
podcast.
Okay,
Oh
I get
my
it.
God.
I get it. Okay, I got it. Shonen, shoujo, different genders.
Art styles, the eyes. Shonen, the eyes are sharper. Shoujo, the eyes are circly.
Yeah, girly shoujo, shonen guys.
Yeah.
They like. Yeah.
Anyways, we should be wrapping up soon.
Alright, just one quick thing.
Okay.
Kara no Kyokai, for those of you who watched the first 7 movies. I can't wait for that, because I'm probably gonna marathon the entire thing. It's gonna be like 11 hours. It's gonna be good. Half the day spent watching anime.
Actually, yeah, we need to find a day where we can just sit down and watch some Kyokai.
Yeah, because you need to finish it.
Yeah.
I do too. I mean, I've been waiting to watch that. I mean, it's same thing with Fate Zero, I guess you could say.
You didn't finish Fate Zero?
I didn't even. I like got 3 episodes.
Oh my!
I like
goodness.
it. I like the show. I just, you know me with anime. I'm really bad. Like,
wait, but you still watch Prisma Ilia, right?
Huh? No,
you still watch Prisma?
I haven't watched Prisma because I want to watch Fate Zero first.
Yeah,
but they're not even canon.
You know what's funny? I actually watched. It's funny. I can't watch any of those shows. Like anything by.
You can't watch that.
UFO Table.
Ufotable? You can't watch. What? No.
Ufotable? Like I can watch it. No. I like the good shows. It's funny. I can only get to episode 3 and like everything. Same thing with Fate Stay Night. Like that's okay. Like it wasn't
Fate
that
Stay
great.
Night everybody agreed was trash. And
yeah, but
I guess
then
it
like,
was.
but then compare it to I watched like half or like almost finished Tsukihime like just in one sitting.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a really bad show, and I could watch that. I don't know why, but
maybe you just like really bad shows.
Yeah.
Prisma Ilia is Silver Link. It's not even a UFO Table.
But it's related to the series.
It's related by Type Moon.
I guess I could watch Prisma. I won't watch Fate Zero then.
Yeah, you should just pick up Prisma Ilia. It's cute.
Pick up
But Type Zero,
don't
dude.
watch Fate Zero.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
Cute. Don't watch it. Don't
I'm
watch
not
Fate
here
Zero.
with
I
cute
want to watch
stuff.
I want to watch.
my
I want to watch
God.
Prisma Ilia, but I probably should watch Fate Zero first.
No, you don't have to. It's completely.
But the first episode was an hour long or 45 minutes. I don't remember, but it was so cool.
You're impossible.
I'm sorry. I'm really bad.
You're an imposter.
Fraud.
Okay.
Shit.
Is that it for this podcast?
Well, how much time have we covered so far?
We
15
have
minutes.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because we started at 10:17. We got a little bit of time. So, thank you for listening to us rant and be weird.
Richard needs to give a closing for us.
Squishy wobbly doggy face.
Yeah, Mr. Richard, please step up to the podium.
Hello guys, thanks for listening to NeoParadigm City. And if you like us, go to our blog, NeoParadigm City, at WordPress, and give a follow, and read our posts, and comment, and like.
Yes, please.
I just jizzed. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Peace.
Bye-bye. See you next week.